Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Coach K, and let's see what's happening. All right, good morning, people. This is Coach K. I hope that you have had a nice weekend. Um, I hope you've had a nice weekend. I am in my shirt this morning because it makes me feel good. And today, we talk about self-love on this broadcast. And today I need a lot of love, a lot of self-love today. Not feeling my best, but I have a whole week to get through. I have a whole day to get through, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to figure out, I tell you to wake up in the morning and figure out what it is you need to give yourself. What is it you need that day to help you get through that day? So I need warm, cozy feelings, and my TU shirt did that for me. So that's what I did. Now, we are still talking about my wonderful topic of loving yourself. It's such a beautiful thing. And you might say, Coach K, look, how much loving yourself can it be? But I'm telling you, you can tell yourself, you can tell the world that you heard from Coach K that loving yourself outside of your relationship with God, I think I say this every week, outside of your relationship with God, loving yourself is the next most important relationship that you have. Whether you are married, whether you are having children, if you are not investing in yourself, taking time for yourself, paying attention to what your body is telling you about yourself, about what it needs, then guess what? You are missing the boat. It's like getting on a plane when they say get on a plane, and if something happens to the plane and we got to put on masks for the people on the plane, don't put the mask on the person that came with you. Don't put it on them. You're supposed to put the mask on yourself first. Well, self care is just like that, people. I'm so sorry. It's no way around it. It's not selfish for you to take care of yourself. It's not selfish for you to want to take care of yourself. It's not selfish for you to have boundaries. It's not selfish for you to admit your limits and say no when you can't do something. That's not selfish, because I tell you what, if you keep telling people yes, then guess what's going to happen? They will continue to come to you and continue to expect you to say yes. And guess what happens? They're feeling great, lovely, wonderful, dandy. They're having the best day in the world. But guess what you are having? You are having a day where you feel weighed down. That's not fair. That is not fair to you. And believe it or not, it's not fair to them to continue to allow people to come to you to dump their stuff to fix, because they are being enabled and you are being burdened. Okay. So that is why I continue to talk about self care, because a lot of people aren't doing it. It could be and don't get me wrong, we talked about this last time. Last time we talked about, I think we got to, um, I don't know, maybe 8 things out of 50 that I wanted to cover. We talked about buying yourself fresh flowers. We talked about buying yourself some of anything that's just for you, but most women like flowers. Some women don't like flowers. If you don't like flowers and that's not your thing, don't buy it. Buy you some books, buy you whatever, buy you earrings, buy you some new makeup, buy you some fresh lipstick, and wear it around the house when your mask not gonna mess it all up and get it all over your face. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is, it's the act. It's the act of investing in yourself, taking care of yourself, doing something for yourself. It is the act that makes it so important, that makes it so empowering, because you are doing it for you. You're not waiting for somebody else to come along and validate and affirm you every day. You will be waiting, because people are human. They disappoint you, they forget, they have their own lives. And validating you and affirming you, that's not the first thing on their list. Because the first thing on their list needs to be their relationship with God, and then their relationship with themselves, and then their relationship with other people. Okay, not you. So we talked about buying yourself something. An example is fresh flowers. We talked about cleaning and organizing your space. So environmental health. We talked about your personal space or spaces like your closet, your pantry, your car, a particular room in your house. We talked about organizing your workspace, files, getting things organized. There's a place for everything. What is that place? Find that place. We talked about knowing your body and taking time for rest and relaxation. It doesn't matter if other people agree that it's time for you to take a rest. If they want to come with you, that has absolutely nothing to do with it. We are also not talking about necessarily spending great deals of money. You don't have to spend great deals of money. You can communicate with your household that this weekend or this Saturday is going to be a day for me. I need space. I need a little time. I'm going to read some books. I'm going to be in my room. You can come and check on me, but I'm not cooking. I'm not washing clothes. I'm not doing anything because I need a little time for me. That's okay. Now, you don't deliver this stuff on a trash can lid. You don't wake up Saturday morning and announce that, you know what, I'm not finna do shit. Okay, that's not what you do. You don't hand that to your family on a trash can lid. You communicate so that people can have time to get their mind right, and they can prep for Saturday. They can prep for meals. They can prep for how things that still have to go on are gonna go on. So it's not coming from that kind of spirit. It's not coming from that place in your heart that you just trying to be, oh, by the way, wait till Saturday and I'm gonna show them. I'm not finna do a thing. Okay, wrong. That's the wrong heart. That's the wrong spirit to do it. Open your mouth and communicate. And you start communicating on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when your body's talking to you and telling you, hey, woo, flag on the play, I'm gonna need a break. That's when you start talking. Okay. We talked about wearing red lipstick, heels. As you can see, I like red. Reds, cranberries, anything in the red family, cranberry family, raspberry family. I like those colors. But we talked about lipstick specifically, but I said you need to do something that you're putting on that lets you walk around like you the thing, that you are it, that has the little sash, that whatever puts a little sachet in your hips, where your hips have a little extra move, right? And your face is held up high and you're walking and you just know you the thing and you feel good about yourself that day. That's what I'm talking about. You need to do that. You need to do that. Okay. We talked about mindful eating. Praise God. That is important. We talked about not eating while your body is in a state of stress. So this eating in your car and rushing and eating because you got to get to a meeting, or rushing and eating because you got a Zoom meeting coming up. Zoom and technology is great. But one thing that I've learned about Zoom and technology is it does make my day it makes it quicker. So I don't have time to get up and walk somebody out and come back and go to the restroom. No, at 4:59, if your appointment, well, I don't really have 5 o'clock that much anymore, but if at 3:59, people are waiting on their 4 o'clock appointment. So it's not a lot of time to get up in between and say, oh, I have to use the restroom, my bladder's full, or I need a drink of water. It's people expect back to back, a full 60 minutes all the time. And that's really not, you can't do 60 minutes full back to back all day, maybe 55, but you need some time in between to get yourself together to prep for the next session. At any rate, I'm diverging for a second, but taking time to know what your body's saying, okay, and taking time for mindful eating. That's slow eating where you are actually taking time to taste your food. You are chewing your food until it is very liquid. It is liquidy. It is mushy. It sounds a little gross, but that is actually how you're supposed to be eating your food. Digestion begins in your mouth, and you're supposed to be chewing your food 20, 30 times before you ever start to swallow your food. But take in the textures, take in the taste, take out the notice how the textures break down. But that is how you're supposed to be eating. You're not supposed to be eating in a rush. You're not supposed to be eating with 15 other things on your mind and, ooh, I got to hurry up because I got to get to the next 15. That is not mindful eating. Maybe I do a class on that. I'm not sure. Then it says making a list of fun activities. I call it the bucket list. And remember what I said, this bucket list can be from little things to big things. This bucket list does not have to be all these high price items. It can be, I'm gonna go to the park on Wednesday and read a book. If the weather permits, I'm gonna have a blanket. I'm gonna have me some fruit to snack on. I may have me a little deli sandwich. I may pick up me a salad from Publix. Publix have these great salad bar things. You can make a salad. But anyway, I can pick up me a little something and I'm gonna go sit. I'm gonna get vitamin D from the sun. I'm gonna lay out and read. It could be from that to on my 50th birthday, I'm going to Jamaica. It could be a wide span of bucket list. It could be this weekend, I am going to be intentional about communicating with my girlfriends about when we're going to get together for Friends Day. It's a wide list, okay? So don't get zeroed in on a bucket list that's supposed to be, everything on this bucket list is $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000. That's not true. Excuse me, and it's not fair to yourself. We talked about the words that you use from the time that you wake up. What are you saying to yourself? Are you standing in a corner, beating yourself up with an emotional 2x4? Just, I'm not good enough. This is an awful day. I hate today. When is today going to be over? I hate the people at my job. I hate my family. Why does nobody understand me? Why is life so hard? Okay. You're doing that to you. Nobody's doing that to you. Nobody's in your head putting those thoughts in your head. Those are thoughts you are using. You can change the thoughts you use. And a suggestion was, I love and accept myself. That is a beautiful statement. I love and accept myself. You know what that means? That means the good, the bad, the ugly, the whatever comes with Kimberly Marable Winters, my past, my present, the future that has yet to be. Guess what? I accept it. I can look myself in the face. Now, there was a time this was difficult. And then I can think of one thing that I still wrestle with from time to time. But I wrestle with it, I process it, I move through it, I let it go. Okay. But I love and accept myself. Whose job is it to do that? Whose number one job is that to do that on earth? Yours. I love and accept myself. So imagine if you are walking through your day with this internal conflict, this internal battle going on about loving you or how much you're loving you. That's horrific. That's really horrific. You don't want to walk around with that battle all day. That's not how that works. That's not how you want to do that. All right. So let's move on. We want to pay attention to the things you are saying to yourself. Again, I do apologize for my late for not being on at 7 this morning. But doggone it, I was determined to still show up today. And I'm going to show up all day today for my clients as well. But again, I was not, I've not been feeling my best. So I apologize if this runs over into your 8 o'clock start day, but just know that these Facebook Lives are taped, and you can go to my website and watch these. You can go to facebooklive.com Coach K Korner, and you can see all of the live events. I do want to remind you before your 8 o'clock day starts that I am having my first anxiety workshop. You can go to Coach K Korner, that's corner with a K.com, and learn more about that event. That event will be on June the 12th, I believe. I think that's a Saturday at 10 o'clock. That event is free. We are going to talk about anxiety. We are going to talk about ways to manage anxiety, what anxiety is, the sensations that you have in your body. What do you do to manage it? Okay, that is very important. I'll also be giving out some way to do a survey and find out what information it is that you want from me. How can I help you the most, particularly as it relates to your relationships, and how I can begin to communicate with you more effectively on answering those questions for you. So we will get that figured out as well. Okay, so let me give you a few more things to add to the list that we have. So we're paying attention to what you say to yourself. We talked about affirmations. We talked about, you can Google affirmations on self-love, acceptance, forgiveness. If you're stuck on forgiving yourself for something, go to Google and put in affirmations for whatever. You pick out some affirmations, you stick with those 20 affirmations, and you repeat that. Every day, you repeat those affirmations to yourself, okay? So let's add a few more things. One thing that you can do is also make a list of things you like about yourself. Although you may hear a lot of negative thoughts, you may hear a lot of negativity during the day about things that you don't like about yourself, guess what? There are some pretty positive things going on about yourself. Even if you say, Kim, you know, I've been through a lot. There are a lot of negative things that have happened to me in my life. I hear you. I hear you. But one thing I want you to know is that you survived. And there are some key elements about you that helped you learn how to survive those things in your life. You know that? And you should write those things down and remind yourself of the courage it took, and of the compassion that's involved in still loving yourself and accepting those things, and how you got through those things. There are some skills that help you get through those things, okay? So being able to identify positive things about yourself, that also ties in really well with learning how to make a gratitude journal. There are things that you still have to be grateful for, and you can train your mind to, instead of thinking that the glass is half empty, you can train your mind to go to, how is the glass full? How is the glass half full versus how is the glass half empty? You can do that. You can do that. So when you hear your thoughts go in one direction and you need them to go in a more positive direction, guess who's in control of that? You are. So a gratitude journal, you can make lists of things that you like about yourself. You can start your day with a meditation, even if it's 2 minutes. I understand that meditation for some people is hard, getting your mind to be quiet, getting your mind and your body to be in the same space. That's one thing that we will talk about when we do our anxiety webinar, is learning how to get your mind and your body to be in the same space. That is what causes a lot of anxiety. Anxiety is about you've left your moment and you are down there around the corner putting in bad stuff. You're in control of that. You have the ability to manage your response to your life. You have the ability to manage your response to your experiences. Okay, you do. Now, you may not believe that right now, but that's even more reason why you need to come to the webinar. And that's even more reason why you need to join the support groups and why you need to come and get into the corner and let and allow coach to help you. Okay. So we got making a list of things you like about yourself. We have a gratitude journal, starting your day with a 2-minute meditation. And that meditation can be anything from a guided meditation to you actually sitting and doing some deep breathing. Every week, Coach K and Relax in the Corner teaches you about relaxation and deep breathing. It's 20 minutes. It's on Friday. It starts at about 10 after 12. So I do not take up your entire lunch hour. It lasts for 20 minutes. And we talk about how you connect your mind and your body and how you relax your body. That's important. Okay. So meditation. And even if you have to start with a minute and a half, a minute and 45 seconds, and you work up to 2 minutes, that's fine. But people, let's remember, you have one body. There is only one of you. You cannot go get another one. You have a responsibility to take care of yourself. And although sometimes I know I seem like I'm very serious, because it is a serious matter, and learning how to take care of myself because of the experiences that I've had, it is serious to me. So I don't mean to come across as harsh. I mean to come across to motivate, encourage, inspire, support, guide you in learning and hoping that you catch the fire that I have that says, you know what, I'm important. And because I'm important, it's important for me to treat myself that way. And it's important for me not to wait for other people to get on the bandwagon about how important I am. I have to know that first. And then my actions have to follow that. Okay. But you're right. It's not all serious. It doesn't have to be, you can do this in fun ways. I posted things about, playing music that I like. I love music. I grew up playing the piano. So music is ingrained. I remember we grew up I'm the youngest of three. I have an older sister and an older brother. We grew up listening to music. So music is a big part of my life. So I like music. It's fun. It does help me relax. So loving yourself isn't all just work, 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 work. No, there are some fun things in learning how to love yourself. Treating yourself is a thing. Take yourself out to dinner. That might feel odd at first. You might feel peculiar trying to do that at first. But if there's nobody in your life that can take you out to dinner, then whose job is it? It's yours. Find you a nice restaurant, find you a place to go in the area, and treat yourself. Dress up, look cute, sashay. Remember what I said? Find something to put some sashay in your hips, girl, and take yourself out and enjoy yourself because you love yourself. That's nobody's job but yours. So again, that's going to be our time for today. I certainly apologize for starting late, but I will talk to you again next week. I may choose a time to go live again this week. You should be notified if I choose to do that, so we can get through some more of these items on self-love. Okay. I hope you have a great week. I hope that you remember that loving yourself is your job and that it's important. And I hope you remember to do something on a daily basis that says, you know what? I love you, girl. I appreciate you. And no matter how hard it gets, you keep going and you look forward to the next day. Okay. Coach K will talk to you later. You take care. Bye-bye.